In this video, our technical analysis for the Bitcoin price has met our target exactly as predicted. But the question is, what is next for the Bitcoin price action? As right now, we are seeing a massive warning not only for the Bitcoin price action, but as well as the whole crypto market. And we are also going to dive in with Cardano as well as the SLP price action. Stay tuned to know more. So hi guys, and welcome back to another Gabb's cryptocurrency video where we trade by data and not by hype. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, click the subscribe button down below and hit the notification bell so you won't miss out daily technical analysis like this. So let's dive into this video. So let's give you a quick recap of what we were expecting. So diba sa analysis natin kahapon, we were actually monitoring this ascending channel na initially we are starting to see a breakout and then na-meet natin yung first support. But then again, we actually broke down and then look at this, we met our target exactly as predicted. So congratulations if you've traded that. Ako personally, hindi ko na siya tinrade. Siguro if you're going to zoom out din dito, if you're going to add a specific support and resistance area, you can actually clearly see na we are now in a consolidation area na dito for the Bitcoin price in the early time frame. Now, that is for the early time frame. So right now, I'm not expecting a massive move yet if you're going to follow this in the early. Kasi if you're going to look at the RSI, there are no signs of a bullish or bearish trend reversals in the early time frame. But looking at this in the 4-hour time frame, especially if you're going to look at the moving averages, we actually have one massive warning. Though as you can see, the Bitcoin price has been moving sideways for pretty much a long time na nga, and we actually saw a sideways consolidation since January 7 up until today. We are now actually above the 50 moving average in the 4-hour time frame. So as you can see, we are now actually holding support dito sa 50 MA na yan, and look at that, we are getting a lot of bounces within that area. So right now, we are at a very crucial area right now for the Bitcoin price. Kasi look at this. If you're going to look at the previous time na nandun tayo sa area na yan, the previous time na hindi natin yun na-hold, itong area na yan, we actually went down further with the Bitcoin price. So we saw another dip. Ganun din yung nangyari dito. Nung hindi natin na-hold, we saw another dip. Same goes here. We saw another dip. Ito rin, we saw another dip. So right now, we are at a very crucial area for the Bitcoin price if we are going to hold this line. So ako right now, I would not actually trade this for the time being, not unless we saw buy volume if we are going to see a movement to the upside, or sell volume if we are going to see a movement to the downside. So right now, we have a warning not only for the Bitcoin price, but as well as the whole crypto market. Kasi of course, the whole crypto market is dependent with the Bitcoin price action. And with that being said, let's dive into the Bitcoin dominance after this Bitcoin analysis. So yeah, as you can see, yun nga ating i-monitor right now if we are going to hold this line with the 50 MA. But if let's say we are going to get a bounce dyan, then of course our next target would be roughly around the 200 MA. But if we can actually use other time frame, we can actually use the 100 MA. So it could actually be possible na if let's say this 2 MAs are going to converge, we might see a movement na nga dito sa Bitcoin price. So as you can see, most of the moving averages are converging right now. Similar na nangyari dito na nag-converge yung mga moving averages, we actually saw a big move, which is yun nga, nag-move siya to the downside. So right now, we are going to monitor this if we are going to see a movement, especially a converging moving averages are signs that we might see a movement kay Bitcoin price. So right now, we have to monitor this closely, itong mga converging moving averages if we are going to see a massive move. So with that being said, let's dive into the altcoin market and we are going to look at the Bitcoin dominance. So as you can see, the Bitcoin dominance right now is forming a new massive support area within itong area na yan for the Bitcoin dominance. And just to give you a quick recap, if the dominance is declining, that would indicate na altcoins are going to perform better. Pero if the dominance is increasing, that would indicate na Bitcoin is going to perform better and altcoins are going to bleed against Bitcoin. So right now, ang nangyayari ngayon is we are actually getting bounces off from this support area dito na nagpo-form ngayon with the Bitcoin dominance. And then after that, we actually have another resistance area forming dito. So we can actually see a movement right now. I think kung anong galaw ng Bitcoin price action ngayon would be the similar with the altcoin market. Pero let's see, nakita tayo ng decline sa Bitcoin price or nag-dip siya, then this is not actually going to look good with the altcoin market, especially if ma-break natin yung resistance area na yan. Then in that case, yung mga altcoins natin lalo mag-bleed against the Bitcoin. Pero for the time being, we saw a massive breakdown sa ating Bitcoin dominance, indicating na naging healthy ang ating mga altcoins for the past few days or past few hours to be exact. So with that being said, papasadaan natin yung mga altcoins na nag-perform better within the past few hours, especially itong 2 coins na nakita natin, which is actually Cardano and SLP. So, di ba sa ating previous analysis natin with the Cardano price action, we were actually monitoring this resistance na nag-form within the 1.39 US dollars. And then, di ba sabi ko sa inyo, if we want to break this, we must have a buy volume within this $1.39 resistance. But look at that. We actually saw a buy volume, so that's why we skyrocketed to the upside. Nagkaroon na ng buy volume. And then, look at this. We actually have another resistance forming, which is this 1.47. But yeah, we have started breaking that area. So as you can see right now, we are now actually starting to break out from this 1.47 US dollar area. But the problem that we have in here is, if you're going to look at the RSI, it's already overbought. But if you're going to look at the hourly time frame, it's actually starting to decline sa ating mga RSI. So ayun na, nagde-decline yung mga RSI natin. So that could indicate na we might see a consolidation anytime soon. So in that case, if nag-consolidate siya, then we are going to monitor that next movement for the Cardano price action. And that could be a possible opportunity sa atin if, let's say, we might see a bull flag or bull pennant. Pero sa ngayon, wala pa tayong nakikita exact movement kung ano naman nangyari with the Cardano price action other than overbought siya within the shorter time frames. Especially sa 4-hour time frame, it's already overbought. Looking at the daily time frame, hindi palapit na siya sa overbought area. So right now, hindi na masyadong maganda humabol for Cardano if you're just trading for the short term. But yeah, right now, I think we have to wait this one out, especially if you're going to look at the 4-hour time frame. Overbought na siya. Sa kanya, di ba, hindi na maganda humabol. And right now, we are seeing our first sign of a bearish indicator. So right now, in that case, if this is a bearish divergence, then we might see a consolidation dito up until siguro the 1.39 and 1.47 US dollar area. So yun yung ating i-watch out for the Cardano price action for the time being. Now, let's talk about the SLP price action. Kasi look at this. We actually saw a massive run-up for the SLP price action. And then look at this. We actually saw a movement of until 17%. Now, if you have been watching my previous video with the SLP price action, we all know that the SLP price actions are very dependent on the moving averages as well as the RSI. So as you can see dito sa ating previous video, yung ating mga moving averages as well as the RSI are going to play a crucial role dito sa ating SLP price action. And look at that, kung nagkaroon tayo ng breakout dito sa ating 50 moving average, we actually saw a movement to the upside. And with that being said, yung ating naging next target dito was actually by getting the 100 moving average. And look at that. The 100 moving average played out as an exact resistance. So as you can see, right now, the SLP are actually playing within the moving averages, not only for the bigger time frames, but also with the shorter time frame, especially sa 4-hour time frame. So right now, the SLP price action has a converging moving average, especially sa 20 MA. So right now, we have to monitor this for the SLP price action if you're going to see movement. Pero as you can see, the SLP price action has now been overbought within the very short term. Kasi look at that. Nag-above 70 threshold siya, indicating na that was a good selling opportunity. And typically, di ba sabi ko sa ating previous video, the best buying opportunity for SLP would be whenever we are below the 30 threshold sa ating RSI. And ang best selling opportunity is when we are above the 70 threshold. So right now, we are above the 70. So indicating na that was a good time to sell for the very short term. Now, may mga nakikita kasi ako nagtatanong kung ano ba dapat gawin nila sa mga SLP nila ngayon. Should they be hodling? Should they be selling? Or ano ba dapat yung pwede nyong gawin dito sa mga SLP price action? So with that being said, bibigyan ko kayo ng aking mga personal thoughts when it comes to kung dapat ba kayo mag-hodl or dapat ba kayo magbenta na ba ng inyong mga SLP. So if you're going to look at the SLP price action with the bigger time frame, you can actually see na we are on a clear downtrend. So indicating na right now we are on a bear trend with the SLP price action. Especially if you're going to look at the daily, you can actually see na we are seeing a lot of resistance within our moving averages. Diba? Ito yung mga moving averages na pina-follow natin. And as you can see, those moving averages are playing exactly dito sa ating mga analysis. So, ang mga crucial areas na kailangan nyo i-follow is actually the 20, 50, 100, and 200 MA in across all time frame. Now, we know yung mga moving average na susundan natin. Alamin natin ngayon kung should you be buying or should you be selling or should you be holding. So, since we are on a clear downtrend, hindi pa tayo sigurado kung mag-bottom out na nga ba si SLP. Or kung aakit na ba si SLP, kailan ba natin siya malalaman? Medyo mahirap siya. Ang pwede natin gawin is i-monitor natin yung mga moving averages or yung ating RSI. Pero let's say wala kang time para sundan lahat yung mga indicators natin. Then ang pwede mong gawin actually is, let's say, if nagkaroon ng movement si SLP to the upside, katulad yan, nagkaroon ng pump and nagkaroon ng breakout, then ang pwede mong gawin is actually mag-sell ka partially. So yung mga pwede mong gawin dito actually is, kunyari, meron kang 100 SLP, tapos nagkaroon tayo ng breakout to the upside, nagkaroon ng movement to the upside. So, as you can see, if you're going to look at the RSI, that was a selling opportunity. So, indicating na pwede ka mag-sell sa ganon. So, ang pwede mong gawin is magbenta ka ng 40% ng inyong SLP. And then yung natitirang SLP nyo, wag nyo muna ibenta. So, in that case, bakit ba natin ginagawa na yung 40 SLP sa sell tapos yung natitira, i-hodl na natin? The reason for that being is, let's say, nag-pump si SLP. Nagkaroon ng movement to the upside, nagkaroon ka ng selling opportunity. In that case, you have to take advantage those selling opportunities. So, in that case, kailangan mo mag-sell partially para at least mat-secure mo inyong profits or somehow na-secure mo yung mga pump or mga bullish movement. The next question is, bakit hindi natin benenta lahat ng ating SLP? Ngayon, the reason na bakit hindi natin siya benenta is, what if nagkaroon ng breakout si SLP to the upside? So ngayon, if let's say, benenta mo lahat yung SLP mo tapos bigla siya nagkaroon ng breakout to the upside, then di ba mahihinayan ka na hindi mo nasabayan yung pump? So that is why, gagawin natin is, hahatiin natin yung mga SLP natin whenever na magkakaroon ng selling opportunity. So, ang pwede mong gawin is 40% sell and then yung 60% wag ibebenta para let's say the next time na mag-breakout siya and then nagkaroon ng isa pang selling opportunity, then pwede mong gawin ulit itong strategies. So, let's say meron kang total of 100% SLP and then 40% isa-sell, 60% HODL. Ang pwede mong gawin is dito sa area na yan, diba mag-sell ka ng 40% and then HODL ng 60%. The moment na umakit sa SLP tapos nagkaroon ka ng ulit na isa pang selling opportunity, pwede mo gawin yan ulit dito sa taas. So, ang gagawin mo is, if let's say nagkaroon ng isa pang selling opportunity, sell 40%, HODL 60%. Tapos, pwede mo siya gawin pa ulit-ulit regardless kung ilang beses siya umakyat. Pwede mong gawin is, every time na umakit si SLP, let's say magkaroon siya ng pullback tapos let's say umakit na naman, ang pwede mong gawin ulit dyan is, isa-sell mo siya ng 40% and then yung remaining 60% i-HODL. So, regardless kung magkanong SLP na lang natitira, as much as possible, kailangan mo mag-sell partially in order for you to secure your profits or at least kahit paano na-secure mo or kahit paano at least maximize mo inyong mga selling opportunity. And then remember, kaya tayo nag-iwan ng HODL position is let's say if magkaroon ng scenario na mag-breakout siya to the upside, then at least meron ka pang pwedeng ibenta, pero let's say hindi na siya umakyat, at least nakapagbenta ka habang mataas siya. So, yun yung pwede niyong gawin with the SLP, price action, at yun yung aking mga personal thoughts kasi ang dami nagtatanong sa akin kung ano bang pwedeng gawin dito sa SLP. Especially, hindi nila alam kung dapat ba magbebenta sila or dapat ba hindi. So now, at least meron kayong alam na idea na pwede nyo gawin and this is called a dollar cost average strategy. So, di ba meron tayong dollar cost average in buying the dip? Ito naman, this is a dollar cost average strategy in selling. So, meron tayong DCA in. This one is the opposite which is DCA out. Pero guys, let's say you want to long or short SLP regardless kung umakit siya o bumagsak, regardless kung makita tayo ng breakout no, to the upside or to the downside, and then gusto mo i-maximize yung mga kanilang movement, then the best place to actually trade SLP is actually in Bybit. Kasi dito kay Bybit, you can actually long and short. Ito lately, pinakita ko na sinort ko yung SLP. So, sinashare ko sa ating Telegram group. So, makita mo na sinashare ko yan. And if you want to learn the strategy kung paano ka ba dapat mag-short na SLP, you can actually check out this video na ilalagay ko dito sa card sa taas. So, you can actually check this video out if you want to know more regarding the SLP shorting opportunity as well as where can you trade SLP. By the way, guys, isa na lang natitirang NFT natin sa ating exactly as predicted collection. So if hindi pa kayo nakabili, you can actually check this one out. Sa ngayon, isa na lang natitirang hindi pa nabebenta. Pero as of now, meron din mga resellers na binebenta nila yung kanilang mga NFT such as yung exactly as predicted number 2 as well as yung number 5. Previously, ang floor price ng ating mga NFTs around 0.001. Ngayon, as you can see, 0.043 na siya. Yung mga ibang reseller, binibenta na nila ng 0.1. So, as much as possible, if you want to take advantage itong mga NFTs natin na habang mura pa, you can actually make an offer dito sa ating mga iba't ibang NFTs. If you want to take advantage yung mga murang NFTs pa natin for the time being. And then, if you want to check out this NFT collection, ilalagay ko siya sa description down below or sa comment section. So, you can take advantage and pwede kayo mag-make offer as well as pwede kayo mag-bid. And if gusto nyo bilhin on the market price, pwede nyo siyang gawin din. All you have to do is just to click the NFT and then you can actually select buy now. Pero let's say, you want to make an offer or gusto nyong tawaran yan, you can actually make offer dito. And ang kagandahan yan, na as you can see, mga rarity and yung mga specials ng ating mga NFTs, makikita nyo sa properties, such as ito, na ito yung Siargao Cafe na NFT natin na exactly as predicted. Yan lang nag-iisang NFT natin na naka-Siargao Cafe. So, yeah, you can actually sell that at a higher price. Pero unlike sa mga iba na common, you can actually trade it within the floor price or lower or kayo bahala kung magkano gusto nyo. Pero yes, as you can see, you can actually trade those NFTs and then you can make money by buying and then selling it. And then per NFTs, naka-attach sila sa YouTube video kung saan galing yung NFT na yan. So, you can see na you are actually owning the NFT on where it is actually stored on the internet. So let's say this exactly is predicted number 2. If you bought this NFT, you now actually own this part of the clip na makita mo dito sa ating YouTube video na yan. So ayun muna update natin for today guys. If you find this video useful and informative, please give this video a like. And if you want to see more contents like this, please subscribe for more. I'll see you in the next video and bye-bye for now.